Hi everybody and welcome back to the Blogspot. Today we're going to talk about the top 11 most powerful dragons in Game of Thrones in the book and on the TV show. And we'll start with number 11 first. Okay, here we go. Number 11 is Rhaegal, one of three of Dany's dragons. Rhaegal is very much the middle child of the trio. Dany named Rhaegal in honor of her brother, Rhaegar, and Rhaegal has such promise to live up to. Over the years, he's grown to a formidable size and is definitely worth a spot on this list. Rhaegal's green scales may not intimidate as much as other colors, but he's just as deadly. Number 10 is Meleys. Meleys was nicknamed the Red Queen and was a powerful dragon ridden by none other than Princess Rhaenys Targaryen. Legends tell of the beauty and power of Meleys, who grew old even after fighting multiple battles. Dragons continue to grow as they progress through their life, so this dragon did become very large. Meleys has scarlet scales with pink wings, holding a positive allure, yet fiery temper. Unfortunately, Meleys was killed after getting two-timed during the Dance of Dragons. Number 9 is Syrax. Syrax was more yellow color for her scales and was the dragon of Rhaenyra Targaryen ever since Rhaenyra was 7 years old and Syrax herself being young. As stated in The Fall of King's Landing, Syrax was so powerful that her and another dragon, shown later, were enough to intimidate an entire city into submission. After King's Landing fell, Syrax would be chained up thereafter until the storming of the dragon pit. Syrax was eventually killed during the battle. Number 8 is Drogon. We all know that Drogon and Dany proved to be a mighty duo. Arrows, spears, even scorpion bolts cannot kill this dragon. With a black and red appearance, Drogon is intimidating and signifies House Targaryen's colors. He's grown to a huge size, even more so than his two brothers. The size asserts his dominance. Imagine how large he'll be if he survives another 10 years. I'm surprised Drogon is so far down on the list, but let's continue on with number 7, who is Sunfyre. Sunfyre is widely considered to be the most beautiful dragon to ever exist in the book A World of Ice and Fire. Sunfyre's magnificence must have been a joy to look upon. With golden scales that shined in the sunlight, Sunfyre looked like he was covered in gold and jewels. During the Dance of Dragons, Sunfyre was one of the 2 dragons to defeat the powerful Meleys. However, Sunfyre did not escape injury-free. Sunfyre would go on to fight and kill other monstrous dragons, such as Moondancer and the untamed Grey Ghost. Such a career doesn't come without consequences, though. Sunfyre became the equivalent of a cripple, frail and ill. He would eventually pass on as the wounds grew too much. Number 6 is Caraxes. Caraxes was ridden by Prince Daemon Targaryen. Caraxes was a formidable opponent with a strong appearance. Covered almost entirely in red, this dragon was an experienced fighter, known for his power and fearsome demeanor. Few could match Caraxes in battle. It wasn't until the battle above the god's eye did Caraxes eventually get wounded enough to pass away. He also killed the dragon he was battling, which deserves a spot on the list when you see which dragon he faced. Number 5 is the White Viserion. According to this article, Viserion would have no place on this list when he was alive, but undead Viserion could possibly be the most strongest dragon ever. We saw Viserion completely destroy a huge portion of the wall from his dragon fire alone. White Viserion also shows much more speed and agility in the air. Perhaps the Night King enhanced his powers. Number 4 is Vermithor. Vermithor was mounted by the greatest Targaryen king after Aegon, who was Jaehaerys Targaryen. Vermithor was a gigantic bronze creature who grew to an old age, reaching over 100 years old by the time of the Dance of Dragons. Vermithor was one of the most feared dragons in existence, capable of melting steel and rock with his fire. He would go on to experience many battles, displaying great competence in all of them. Vermithor's time came to an end during the Second Battle of Tumbleton, where Vermithor fought hard to fend off Sea Smoke and Tessarion. None of the three survived. Vermithor is also in George R.R. Martin's new book, Fire and Blood. Number 3 is Caraxes. Caraxes was described as having silver scales and golden eyes. Caraxes was one of the 3 dragons Aegon used to conquer the 7 kingdoms. Written by Aegon's sister wife, Rhaenys Targaryen, this dragon would enjoy a strong military career. As she lived to be over 100 years old, Caraxes grew to a formidable size, matched only by the last 2 on this list. Caraxes was eventually defeated, as well as a rider. The Dornish, who were so effective against Aegon's conquest, slew this dragon using a scorpion at Hellholt with the bow going straight into her eye. Number 2 is Vhagar. While we're not exactly sure what Vhagar's appearance was like, we know she was the second most powerful dragon ever, taking part in Aegon's conquest alongside her dragon rider, Visenya. Vhagar would experience countless battles in her time and lived to be 120 years old. It was Caraxes, who was entry number 6, who managed to slay Vhagar, although at Vhagar's age, she had lost much of her strength. For an old dragon to take down a powerhouse like Caraxes is incredible and justifies Vhagar's place on this list. Number 1, Balerion. Balerion was known as the Black Dread for a reason. He's absolutely terrifying. Regarded as the largest dragon to ever grace the known world, with fire-colored black as well as his scales. No wonder Aegon Targaryen managed to conquer the 7 kingdoms. Many epic tales have been created by the existence of Balerion. Some say it was this dragon's fire that forged the Iron Throne. After Aegon's death, Balerion would be ridden by Maegor Targaryen and later Jaehaerys Targaryen. Balerion would live to be over 200 years old, eventually dying of old age, a virtue many dragons never get. Balerion's bones are also in the Red Keep. Okay, that's going to do it for me. Thank you for stopping by the channel. Please like the video, share the video, post your comment, subscribe to the channel, and I will talk to you soon with more Game of Thrones news. Bye.